Bass, hello, can you leave?
Oh, yeah, man. Just as I press record, I get a phone call from me da.
Oh, hiya, da.
Hello, father. We're just about to start recording something. At work. What do you want to know? Oh, I just want a little chit-chat. Well, I'm sorry I can't chit-chat right now, father. I'll ring you later. I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. Alright, I'll speak to you later. Ta-ra.
Michael.
Mick, more like Dick.
Oh.
Oh, let's see what it sounds like. Oh, fuck off.
Why would you even ask that? Are we recording currently?
Yeah.
For God's sake. That's going to sound awful and fuck up the waveform for the entire rest of this podcast.
It literally just went red on the recorder there.
Yeah, of course
it's a can of compressed air.
Well, an empty pup pal. What's it called? Paw pal?
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. Pop shield is not going to prevent that kind of...
High force wins, gale force wins.
Yeah.
Gale force, high force, gale force.
That got me there.
Gale force, high force, gale force. Fuck's sake.
It really hurt. You'll find out when you listen to that.
Great.
Or is that how we're starting the podcast?
Well, it seems like it.
Yeah,
It's happened now, hasn't it?
Ben is currently playing with his Vidiots belt. No one can see this, Ben. You don't
I'm
have
just
to wear
enjoying
it.
myself over here. I'm sat on the sofa. It's great.
Yeah, this is weird. We're like really far apart.
I'm having a lovely time over here.
I keep sort of expecting you to get ready to come and film the podcast by sitting at the table.
No.
But you're just filming from over there.
I'm sat over here.
Yeah.
This is where I am now. You'll best get ready.
Yeah, well, we are. Good. Well,
I think we can start.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Podiots. It's the official podcast of the Vidiots YouTube channel. My name is Ben.
My name is Michael
And
Johnson.
my name is Peter Austin.
Fantastic. Welcome along. This is a conversational podcast. It's a podcast where we take questions from you and also we'll bring three things along. We obey the rules, I suppose you could say, of the three us, where everybody brings a thing along to talk about.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness. What a crazy couple of weeks it's been.
Yeah, as you probably all can tell. Oh boy.
When we were asking for questions at the time of recording this, the video hadn't gone out. We've done a Q&A video, which hopefully you've seen.
Yeah.
Which will answer a lot of the questions that we got today. But we do have some extra questions that weren't discussed that we could just clarify here. Some quick ones all in one go.
So basically all our questions and information relating to us sort of winding down on Vidiots is spread across two podcasts and two videos.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Efficiency at its best.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we are owned by Disney, remember? And
Yeah.
they want to just spin this thing out for as long as they can.
As many sequels as possible.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys want to should we just get into these questions?
May as well.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Sure.
They're not too probing or
Not
intensive.
dramatic.
No, they're
Yeah.
not dramatic at all. Molly McDade, author of Nebulae, would like to know, here's a question. Will you be doing any streams like the Disney Princess one, maybe with some other games sent in, or will it just be Dark Souls?
It's just Dark Souls.
It's just
from
Dark
now
Souls.
on.
All of us
forever.
are just streaming Dark Souls forever and ever.
Yeah.
No, we will be doing all sorts. I mean, we'll all be doing solo streams. In fact, it might be more often than not just solo streams of the three of us. I'm sure when possible, we'll do some joint things either in the same room or playing remotely over the power of the internet. But
Yes.
Ben will, I'm sure, be continuing Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Michael will be playing the assorted,
Whatever shit I can think
whatever
of.
shit he can think of, games that he likes to play. I want to start doing a Reignited Trilogy stream.
Fuck yeah.
Shit.
Maybe I'll play Insane Trilogy after that or something.
Ooh.
Who knows?
This
That'll be
podcast
good.
going out on the release of Spyro.
When's this go out?
Oh, it will be, yeah.
Yeah, the
Spyro's
Tuesday,
out
yeah.
today.
Happy
Happy Spyro Day,
I believe.
everybody.
We've
So,
had
yeah.
it all weekend, which is very nice.
Yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to. We've been told that we aren't allowed to say it now at the time of recording, but I think on the day it's released, we're able to say, yeah, we've had it for a few days, right?
Yeah, we're fine.
I don't really
Probably.
know how it works, but yeah.
Well, I'm sure legally we'll be okay. What are they going to do? Shut us down? There will be some Spyro Ignited Trilogy content on the channel as
Yep.
well, a little bit before we wind down towards the end of the year. So yeah,
Definitely.
don't worry. It's not just going to be me playing Dark Souls. It just so happens that that's just the easiest thing to organise currently.
Yeah.
Because Michael's been moving.
Yay.
And Peter is far away and doesn't yet have a PlayStation. Oh, I just whacked my microphone.
Oh, Jesus.
Doesn't yet have a PlayStation camera so he can stream from his PS4.
Yeah.
But, it's all things that are being worked on.
I'm really upset. My new flat doesn't have fibre internet.
Does it not?
No, it's a fucking new build as well. 2 years ago it was built. Put in fucking fibre, you know, beds.
That's
I was
crazy.
until I left Bristol. I was in a new build that had fibre into the house.
What the fuck?
It came along the street into my building and up into a hole in the wall in my corridor.
I've got like one megabyte down, and God knows what my upspeed will be. I haven't got it installed yet, but it's not going to be enough to stream, and I'm pissed. I want to stream from home. Got to walk all the way to the office.
God.
It's so bad.
What kind of up would you want to stream, do you think?
Like at least 1 megabyte up, but that's not going to... It's going to be like 100 kilobytes up, and it's going to suck.
That sucks.
Anyway,
I'm on about the same.
We'll stop talking about numbers now.
Yeah.
Hopefully there'll be nice internet where I end up moving to, because I've been using underwhelming internet all year, and
It's just boring.
rubbish, isn't it? Come on, Bristol. Do better.
Sort it
Come
out.
on, Brist.
Next question. This is from Stephen Brindley, no relation.
Well, you don't know.
Steve O'Brindley. I don't think he's a relation. Should we go and interrupt the TTT recording right now that we can hear bleeding through every single wall and ceiling in this godforsaken office and
So,
ask
Lewis, do you have a cousin called Stephen?
Stephen.
What? Get out of my room.
It's not his dad. I know his dad's name.
Yeah?
Alan.
Right.
He's
Please
been on
add
the
details.
Jingle Jam plenty of
Oh,
times.
that's right,
see.
yeah.
Mr. Alan Brindley.
Okay, well, his son, Stephen, asks, has the transition of Vidiots Official been coming for a while? For instance, were the seeds sown months ago, or is it a decision you came to relatively recently, i.e. the last few weeks?
Yeah, it's
Just an
fairly
abrupt-
recent,
Yeah,
really.
it's just kind of like hey, stop.
Yeah, it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we've known, and we've just been discussing between us, like, what can we do?
Yeah.
Because the channel can't continue really, not in its current form if we're going to be doing it in our spare time. So what can we do to keep it going?
Yeah.
And this is the best compromise we can come up with without just saying, right, we're done.
It's over.
Cheers, guys.
It can't
Bye.
continue. Yeah, we're
'cause-
going out of our way to keep it going.
Long form edited video content is a bitch to make. It's not the kind of thing you just do in your free time, at least not,
Not on the level that we were doing it.
Yeah.
Not on the scale.
Which is a shame, but oh well. Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah.
You pricks.
That's well, I mean,
It's not
that's
YouTube's fault
That's how
directly,
YouTube.
but-
I mean, YouTube certainly didn't help, but I mean, our content, as we've discussed before, is outstanding but niche, and it's not got a broad. I think there would definitely be a big audience for it, a bigger audience.
Yeah,
but YouTube
sadly, no
just
one's
didn't
searching
push it.
Fortnite sandwich making.
Exactly.
Well,
that's
exactly.
the problem.
There'd be I think it would be very popular if everyone was forced to sit down and watch it, and then they'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm glad you made me watch this," but unfortunately, that's not how the world works.
It's difficult to advertise something so strange.
Yeah.
There's a reason that we're underground cool kids, and that's about
Yeah,
it.
damn right.
Scott at Finn_ch asks, Jingle Jam stream?
Yeah, boy.
Jingle Jam stream.
Jingle Jam stream?
Hello.
It's all but confirmed now, isn't it? We don't have we can't give a date yet. I don't think because that's
probably not
hammered in.
allowed to
We'll be
say,
there.
but-
Don't worry.
We do have a
Hannah
worst games
Montana may well be played.
Oh,
finally.
Possibly.
Because it would, I don't know what sort of milestone episode of Worst Games we were waiting for, but a Jingle Jam seems like a big moment to do it.
We've not even been counting how many episodes of Worst Games we've done.
Oh,
we may
shit.
well have
No,
done.
we haven't. 30 or 40 or
25 or 30 by
We were probably
now.
waiting for 50k like 6 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we're
the
probably
thing. We were
waiting
nearly
for
at 50k
a
in
subscriber
June,
milestone.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Anyway.
just- so that'll happen. Don't worry. Jingle Jam is
Yeah.
happening. Stay tuned.
We'll have an array of shit games for you.
We'll tell you more about that. Now, I think that's all of the questions relating specifically to. Oh, his last one. Sorry, from Dutch and Stuff at Dutch and Stuff on Twitter. Will you continue to attend events like Insomnia with the Yogscast?
I don't think we wouldn't not like to. I was desperately
hell.
clambering over. Yeah, we've not decided like, oh well, let's not do that anymore. It's just whether it's logistically possible, and it's going to be certainly a lot more difficult than it ever has been for us, the three of us, to get together and go along to do stuff. And if our output isn't really as high as other people on the network, then maybe they won't necessarily want to give us a front spot at their booth. That's not that's not me sort of talking down the Yogscast and
It's
saying
just
that
business.
No, we don't get hundreds of thousands of views a video.
I mean, what I'm saying is I probably wouldn't want to put us in the hot seat when, you've got a bunch of other far more popular and frequently active channels on the network.
But we still may headlong to events at some point, maybe just to chill out and stuff.
I'd like to.
Just like we did earlier in the year, we get asked if we want to go along, but we'll be all over the countries very soon, so that might be a little logistically difficult. It's not that we wouldn't want to necessarily.
No.
But,
and I'm sure if we asked Yogscast, please can we come, they'd say, yeah, sure,
go on then.
come along.
There
We'd
go.
love to have you. But
And that's that. In that vein, though, merchandise.
Merchandise.
There is new merch. It is available stored at yogscast.com. We have VS1 hoodies.
Yes.
We have 90s inspired Vidiots logo white and black design t-shirts.
Yes.
And for some reason, we don't know why we weren't consulted, but what the hell, right? The limited edition VS1 shirt is available for sale as well.
It's back.
So,
Fuck it. It's
if you
Christmas.
want one and you didn't get one before, then now's your chance.
And do we know if the yellow Vidiots logo is going to remain on there? Probably
Think
is.
so, yeah.
We've certainly not said take it down, so that'll be available hopefully as
All
well.
the core stuff is still there.
Four things you can buy now.
Discount code Vidiots.
Yeah.
Use it at checkout for 10% off everything on the store.
Boom.
Literally anything on the store, you'll get
Even if
money
it's
off.
not Vidiots related.
And it helps us.
Yeah.
You know a shirt that looks good, I think?
Yeah.
The yellow logo on a black t-shirt.
Yeah, it does.
I think that's a
Sexy.
good looking combo right there. So
Agreed.
store.yogscast.com if you would like to check that out. Okay, that's all of that. We've cleared that out of the way. Hopefully we can move forwards now with everyone understanding what's going on. We'll update you about what our jobs are going to be very soon. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who would like to go first with their thing?
I didn't bring a thing.
I've got a
Okay.
thing.
Okay,
I mean,
Peter.
I've got a topic I can just talk about, but
You-
yeah.
Okay,
you
that's good.
kick us off,
I'm,
peeps.
I'm lazy. I don't do any work here.
That's okay.
I just come along and just hope something comes to my mind.
Got a very
Good.
got a very creaky chair, and I'm trying really hard not to move too much.
These are the worst chairs.
It's very uncomfortable.
This
as well,
sofa's
but-
great.
Yeah,
Is
it looks
it?
very comfy,
Are
actually.
you using both of those cushions?
I am, because I don't want to sort of hurt my back by
Yeah,
I can't
that's
sit at the
fine.
back of the sofa because this stand is a bit strange. for
Well,
the
never
microphone.
mind, Ben. Because,
Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Because the Mariko Aoki phenomenon is a Japanese expression referring to an urge to defecate that is suddenly felt after entering bookstores.
Never fear.
Right.
You know that specific thing that requires a term for us to use, where we walk into a bookstore and suddenly you want to
You
take a
need to
shit.
poo. Yeah, like
I'm
a
so
book.
glad there's a term for that.
Well, there's a term for that now.
It's a bit like a book ache, isn't it? But like
Yeah, book ache.
Slightly different.
Yeah, you sort of ache after.
It's book plop.
Yeah, well, exactly. This is a thing, a real thing, apparently.
Okay. And
Just-
what's
I'm
the
just-
guy's name?
I'm just thinking about it.
It's a lady.
Oh, okay.
It's the Mariko Aoki. I'm probably saying that wrong, but
Okay.
Enough. So, well, I'm sure he'll explain, but is this a phenomenon distinct to Japan, or is it a
it
worldwide
seems to
thing?
currently. I mean, its popularity seems to be highest in Japan.
Right.
Sure.
And it's
okay.
named after a Japanese person who reported it. So
Oh, I've shit
Right.
myself.
I'll tell you more. The phenomenon's name derives from the name of the woman who mentioned the phenomenon in a magazine article in 1985.
Okay.
According to Japanese social psychologist Shozo Shibuya, the specific causes that trigger a defecation urge in bookstores are not yet clearly understood. And then it says in brackets, as of 2014.
Oh.
There may have been some progress
Huge
made
strides
since
made
then.
in 2016.
Everyone's looking into bookstore poops.
There are also some who are skeptical about whether such a phenomenon actually exists at all.
What?
And it is sometimes discussed as one type of urban myth. At the same time, though, there are intellectuals who have attempted to discover the mechanisms behind the phenomenon using knowledge from fields such as biology and psychology. I mean, you talk about bookache. Persons with a history of experiencing Mariko Aoki phenomenon were described as having, quote, a book bowel tendency.
Book
What?
bowel.
A book bowel.
Okay.
So that's the sort of,
This is a lot of new things right now to take in.
So strange.
yeah, that's the other name for it. If you have a book bowel tendency.
But I'm confused because, like,
Is it the smell of books?
if
or-
you walk into a
Wow.
bookshop and you need to poop, don't you just think, "Oh, I need to poop"? You wouldn't go to your doctor, be like, "Oh, every time I walk into a bookshop, I poop.
Yeah,
Well,
it happened once.
What's wrong?"
Apparently, she mentioned it in a magazine article, and then loads of people wrote in and were like, "Oh my god, me too!"
Wow.
And then since then, it's been named after her, and there's been all this sort of research into it.
That's her legacy now.
Yeah, so I've got a
God.
description of the symptoms here. Persons who have experienced this phenomenon all share the same complaint, and then this is in quotes, a sudden awareness of an unbearable defecation urge. So it suddenly comes out of
Just like,
nowhere.
oh,
and you're like,
jeez.
Yeah.
I walked in here
Unbearable.
earlier. Well, actually, we were just finished recording, and I had a sudden unbearable need to poop.
Yeah,
Does that happen with shit games as
Do you
well?
have Vidiots bowel?
Yeah.
Might be
I write a magazine
Michael
article.
Johnson disease.
Yeah.
The book magazine reporting team listed features of this defecation urge that included urgency in the lower abdominal area, shivers across the entire body,
Urgency.
yeah,
Right.
facial
I've got
pallor,
urgency.
cold sweat, and a bow-legged gait. Apparently,
What does
I guess-
that mean?
Is
Well,
that
it
just-
means you're walking with your legs apart. I don't.
Or
I don't
crossed
know.
and
I'm just going to
waddling.
Google bow-legged gait, because
That's
I mean, being
weird.
bow-legged means your legs sort of arc
where's
rather
the
than go
gait
down.
come into things?
Well, just the way you walk, your
Is it
legs sort
A
of.
reference to your bumhole, the gait?
I don't think so. It's GAIT, not a bow-legged gait.
Yeah, I just Googled it and I got corrected. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just like waddling, like, yeah.
Oh,
you got
weird.
poop.
Well, we all learned now. That's
Yeah.
what that is.
Borborigimus.
Yes.
Borborigimus. Borborigimus.
Yeah.
Borborigimus is cited as an objective symptom described as, quote, the belly making a gurgling noise and, quote,
Oh.
gurgle, gurgle, gurgle with 4
Wow.
R's.
Okay. Gurgle.
The thinker, Tatsuro Ushida, has called these
Is
clinical...
that his job?
Okay, I guess so. Has
think.
called these clinical presentations a latrine-seeking problem. People walking around looking for a bathroom have also been described as wearing a vacant stare.
What the fuck?
So-
That's normal though. When you
Because
literally
you're focusing,
You're in a
right?
bookshop.
you putting all your thought into thinking about not pooping. I used to have this every day when I walked home from school as a kid. it would strike home time. I've got like a 15-minute walk, and it would literally I get to the end of my road, and I'd get the most unbearable need to shit.
Oh my god, you've got like home time bowel.
Oh my
So it would
goodness.
literally be the case of like I'd like start walking like, oh god, it's gonna come out, and I'd like quickly start walking quicker without walking too quick to dislodge anything. And it would often happen that as I'd get in my house, I'd throw off everything and just a panic, run to the toilet, pull down my pants, and literally the moment my bumhole was clear, it would just unleash in the most unheavenly, demonic way.
Oh my god.
God's sake.
I've never heard such a description. That's quite Shakespearean,
Thankfully,
Michael.
like, I don't know what happened. It was just like a couple of years at school. It was every day, like fucking clockwork.
Well, see, it sounds like it's kind of. I mean, there's some theories about this, which I'll go on to describe. About like some people think it's just by association. Like, so for example, you might have thought, well, it's home time now, and normally I take a shit when I get home, and that just sort of snowballs over the weeks and months.
And they
to the
slowly
point
edges
that-
forward to the point where, oh, I'm leaving now, time
it's a
to shit.
Pavlovian response, but for
Yeah.
your bum.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
it's,
bell would go ding. Oh shit.
Oh no.
it's almost like sort of doorstep incontinence, where you're at the doorstep, desperately trying to find your keys, and you might have needed to pee a little bit, but because you're then
Struggling.
struggling to find your keys, suddenly you're about to wet your pants.
That's
you know?
like me that time I went back from
Oh, yeah.
drinking at your house in
Yeah.
Newcastle, and I made it all the way home, got into the bathroom, and then wet myself.
Yeah, you got to the bathroom at least.
Because I was like, I can't, I'm here, right? This is good enough.
There we go.
There's no time.
That's the best place to piss though, because like hard
floor.
flooring, no carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that much. Like, I just got a bit ahead of myself. Got a bit ahead of my hands, like removing my trousers.
Yeah, and just started. In subsequent media interviews after the magazine story that she did, Mariko Aoki has added the following details about the phenomenon. It occurs when she has been in a bookstore for an hour or more.
Who?
Don't know
Whoa.
what she's doing in there for
I
an
guess
hour.
you read.
Yeah. It occurs completely irrespective of the type of books. Thank you very much.
Did you
Okay.
just look at right? Non-fiction's fine.
She has also worked in a printery where there were many opportunities for exposure to the smell of paper and ink, but there was never any onset of the symptoms there. So it's
Right.
probably not a sort of olfactory thing. But then the final one I really like. She says, allegedly, it has never happened to her in a library or second-hand bookstore.
Oh, just new books.
It
Whoa.
only happens
Does that
in...
new book smell?
Yeah, I guess so. So this just gets better and better. This
Oh
argument.
god, it goes on.
There is also an interpretation that it's simply because people always read on the toilet when at home. There
Yeah,
is an
always,
association.
yeah.
Well, exactly. So this sort of falls down at the end, but this is a description of one theory. A psychiatrist Kazuo Mishima interprets people with book bowel tendency as probably being people who, by reading books on the toilet, acquire a Pavlovian conditioning of book reading to bowel moving. There are some people who... This is unbelievable. I cannot believe that this is a real thing. There are some people who say that they're unable to successfully move their bowels unless they read something.
What?
While
Wow.
some people so completely link defecation with reading that they are able to finish off their reading readily when they have diarrhea, but struggle to make progress in the book when they are constipated.
What the
That's
fuck?
so strange.
That's bizarre, isn't it?
That's weird mental block.
That'd be annoying if
conditioning
that reading bled into everything other than books, like just getting emails. Oh shit, I need to crap now, or just only being able to answer your
How am I
emails on
supposed
the
to
toilet.
read this email? I better go for a shit, otherwise I won't be able to
What
read
the
it properly.
fuck?
There's also... This is amazing. This is the article that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Wow.
There is also a theory on the internet that seeks to pin the cause on a conspiracy
Oh, of course.
by the paper manufacturing industry.
Right.
According to this theory, the industry mixes large quantities of a certain chemical into books and other paper products handled day-to-day life, and these chemicals have the effect of stimulating a defecation urge, which increases the demand for toilet paper.
It's big paper.
Wow.
So they're trying to boost
It is
their own
big
sales
paper.
by sort of poisoning us with
What the fuck? With poop chemicals.
airborne laxatives or something.
That's insane. Please let us know if you buy into this theory of big paper and what they're up to,
Gotta
because we'll
bring
try and
down-
get them.
I
We'll
would
try and
like
bring them
to-
down on this podcast.
I'd like to round out by informing you that this article is massive. I've
Yeah.
merely paraphrased here, and there's a
God.
lot more to it. At nearly 6,000 words, the article covers 9 sides of A4, and it's not yet complete. It's actually being translated on Wikipedia from a Japanese article, and it's not all finished
wow.
yet. So it is huge. We'll put it in the link dump,
Huge.
as we usually do.
Yeah.
And
I just, when you said round out there, going to be browned out.
yeah.
Nice.
So
You know,
please do check it out for yourself and have your own little Weirdka Ben tier or Weirdka Michael tier or Weirdka Vidiot listener tier.
Good.
That was
Help.
Wikipedia.
Oh god.
I'm scared to
See you
poop
next
while
week.
reading now. I don't want the two to become intertwined. It's like serial killers. You get sex and violence intertwined.
Well, one of the other
Or
things in the
worse.
article actually is that it might be that like it's a bit like once you've heard about this, then it starts to affect you.
Oh,
So
are we spreading it?
yeah,
Fuck.
so
oh.
let us know now if you go into Waterstones this weekend and have to take a shit.
The brain is very powerful.
It is.
If it makes those connections and you keep
That's the
thinking
thing.
about it, it will happen.
It's the kind of self-fulfilling thing. If someone says to you, "Oh, did you know that like a lot of people when they drink orange juice, they get a really itchy toe," and then and you convince yourself that's a real thing, and I wonder if that'll happen to. I've not noticed that before, but maybe that's real. And then you
I've got
drink
an
orange
itchy
juice.
toe.
Oh, my toe's a bit itchy.
Strange.
Yeah.
Don't think that's right. A bit weird.
Power of the brain.
Incredible.
magic, innit?
Thank
Happy
you, Peter.
poops, everybody.
Happy pooper. Pooper Opstin. Maybe next week should be the time that I talk about the phantom bed pisser.
Oh my
Oh,
god. We must have talked about the phantom bed pisser on the
I
podcast.
don't think we
No,
have.
you haven't. You've always alluded to it, but you've
Oh
never
my
said the whole
God.
thing.
I don't think we've done it, even though
Okay.
this is a landmark episode 20 of Podiots.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll keep them wanting more.
yeah.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. But that's also such a strange phenomenon, especially the fact that there was no evidence of whatever it was that happened in the morning, that I'm wondering if I just hallucinated the whole thing.
Maybe.
And it's very strange.
It's a conspiracy from Big Pisser.
Really weird.
big bed cheater.
Yeah. Bush did book bow.
Fuck. Question time.
Oh.
We hear first from Thomas Woods at Tom_Woody_GW. Good name.
Can you hear that? That's the sound of
Hopefully
GT
not.
or
Hopefully that
TTT.
didn't get picked up.
I'm in college, sat with my mates, and they're talking about long eyelashes. How do I change the conversation?
Right. Just literally talk about anything else.
I would feign some kind of either a collapse or a seizure.
Yeah.
They'll have to stop talking about long eyelashes when you're frothing at the mouth.
Exactly.
You
It
know?
would be rude otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm kind of envisaging maybe just saying, just pretending you're an expert and saying, hey, I've heard this really good thing. I've been reading a lot of Reddits about eyelashes and eyelash management and so on. And what you need to do is you just need to go up to someone and we can try it now if you like. Do you trust me? And what you do is tell them to
trust
close their eyes. and like raise their eyebrows so you can easily access their eyelashes. Go up and just give them a big lick.
Where?
Just on the eyelash.
On the eyelash.
And just like cut like a cow. Just give it a big old
Cow
lick
lick.
and try and just like curl it up and go, see?
But that's not changing the subject. That's not answering the question,
There
Ben.
definitely won't.
But
It's a
that's a
good
long
idea,
game.
but-
It's a
right.
long game because, well, it might be a fairly short game because I don't think they'll ever want to talk about it with you ever
I
again.
see.
Or about anything with you again. That'd
Yeah,
be
well,
it.
that's the thing. If you really want to, I mean, you could just shoot them. That
Maybe
would also
they'll-
be an option.
They might then change the subject to something that they do want you to lick. They might say, "Oh, do you know what? I really love assholes, don't you? I really."
I read a Reddit thread the other day.
yeah,
Licking
and they're
arseholes.
just
Yeah.
waiting for you to think, "Oh, I don't want to talk about
The
assholes
guy
anymore.
who licks stuff.
I best give him a lick."
That's
Yeah.
true. It could again come back to lick you in the arse.
I'm
Yeah.
now intently looking at both your eyelashes. I think Ben's are longer. Or at least they're lighter, so they kind of show off more.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You're pretty ones. Eyelashes are fucking weird.
Great
They are, aren't they?
big bushy eyelashes.
Eyebrows are weird. I mean, I understand
They
their
are.
function. They sort of keep stuff from rolling down your forehead into your eye.
But evolving to the point where we've just got little bits of fluff on our
yeah,
face.
if you actually look at them on people,
very strange.
why
I don't
do
like
you
it.
have hair just there?
Why
and
do
then-
I have a monobrow? That's the annoying thing. I've got to keep on top of that shit. Sucks.
I think, I think it occurs with everyone to an extent, to varying
Yeah.
Oh, I've
degrees
got-
of severity.
But I actually know there's worse monobrows out there, but mine's definitely noticeable.
Oh, mate. Well, I never noticed it until now. You just brought it up.
I got
doesn't have
freshly
it now.
trimmed. It got freshly trimmed last night. Thank you very much.
Oh,
There's no
lovely.
monobrow. Yeah, I'm a well-kept boy. No, okay,
Great, okay.
Okay, hey,
No one agreed there.
No, so
Wow,
yeah,
all
no,
right,
it's great.
fucking
No,
arseholes.
You look
you're
terrible.
You look good. You feel good. You're ready for action.
Yeah.
All ready to go.
I was, and now I'm just heartbroken.
No, you look
Oh, don't
I put
be
all
really
this
nice.
effort into my appearance.
Don't be heartbroken, Michael.
What you should always ask yourself, though, Michael, is would a loving significant other, I presume at the moment we're talking about your dear girlfriend, would she want you to look good or would she want you to look bad so that other ladies are not interested? Maybe she's been doing things to you that you think are objectively
Oh my
good,
god, the
but
big girlfriend industry.
everyone else is,
Yeah.
yeah,
girlfriend.
it is.
Oh my god, Claudia, help?
Yeah.
I don't know, because that's the thing. It starts small and it starts ramping up. It's like the lobster in a boiling
Yeah.
pot thing. It slowly realizes, oh, no, it's the frog, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I thought maybe people also say lobster, so I just let you carry on with that. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's more than one way to boil a frog.
Eventually, it ends up with me just getting like face tattoos of Nazi swastika. So no one else likes me.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. At least you and Peter would have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Loves a swastika.
I'd send a photo straight to BAFTA and say, look at my friend Michael.
Hey, look, I know we don't talk anymore, but I just wanted to keep you up to date on what I'm doing these days.
Yeah. Oh, what a highlight. And that was early days as well.
That was. It's not
Vidiots
just
started as they
month
meant to
two,
go on.
You get to go to BAFTA and bring up notes.
God.
Brilliant. Well,
Brilliant.
we hope that helped. I'm sure it didn't at all. This is from Binks at Binks Hobby.
Yeah.
Question for the next Podiots. Would you or could you eat, and I'm going to paraphrase here, the massive disgusting pizza that I once accidentally ordered? So in the wake of the
The one
last
that we
podcast
saw.
that we did, where Dave / Michael listed his... I think it's fairly described as a dustbin pizza.
Yeah.
Just covered in everything all at the same time. Sounds awful.
Make me one with everything.
Go on.
Dalai
You're going
Lama.
to finish
So
it?
the Dalai Lama goes in a pizza shop and he says, can you make me one with everything? Theoretically possible. Okay, there we go. We've done it.
Great. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks for making me do the whole thing, even though I volunteered not to.
No, I could see it in your eyes that it was coming anyway. So I just thought, you know what? Might as well just make the light green. Come on in.
Theoretically possible.
I still enjoy it. It's good. It's good.
So Binks replied to us on Twitter and said, I once went to this place and they offer all of these toppings, which I'll now read to you. Fully loaded, $13.20. Top our margarita base with the ultimate choice of unlimited toppings. Choose from cheeses, veggies, meat, sauces, and seafood. And those include mozzarella, cheddar cheeses, camembert, and then you've got sliced mushrooms, pineapple, mixed peppers, red onion, diced fresh tomato, fresh rocket, jalapenos, pepperoni grilled chicken, breast, paprika chicken, back bacon, prawns, hot smoked, and hot smoked salmon flakes, I should say. And then you've got apple barbecue sauce, Tabasco, and they've got that comes in mild jalapeno and original flavors. What they said is that they wanted all of the meats, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, I want everything under the meat section.
Yes.
And what was the reply?
You sure you want everything? To
Yeah.
which they said yes. And they
And
got
befo-
a pizza with...
Well, I suspect before walking away, the waitress said, theoretically possible. And then what happened?
they brought back a pizza with every single one of those toppings on.
One with
every
everything.
One with
not just the
every
meat.
single
Fucking
topping.
hell.
And they've sent us a photo, and to be honest, it doesn't look that bad because it's got this delicious golden covered cheese hiding, I'm assuming, just a horrible surprise in combination of flavours underneath.
It's the signature cheese ceiling, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they want to know that, like, if we would eat a pizza with all of that stuff on it.
I really like really loaded pizzas. I like a lot of stuff on top. So
I do, but I'm not really one for veggies on my pizza. I don't mind veggies on my plate if I have to. I should.
If I have
we
to.
all should. We all have to eat them.
Yeah.
I don't like many of them, but I eat them. But I don't really have them on pizza. Like, I don't have onion or peppers.
sweet corn is a really good pizza topping.
Sweet corn. I don't really dig.
I'm not
on
a huge
pizza.
fan of sweet corn. I
Was-
like mushroom on pizza. Mushrooms are really
Mushrooms
good
are
on
really
pizza.
I don't mind mushroom on pizza, actually, yeah. Was pineapple on that menu? Not that it should be, but it probably was.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah. No, I would not eat it then.
What about pineapple and hot salmon flakes?
Yeah,
Salmon
imagine
flakes.
just pineapple and salmon flakes. And, like,
Sounds bad enough, doesn't it?
paprika chicken.
What's a salmon flake? Is it just dried salmon that's been like kind of?
I think so,
shredded?
yeah. It's
Oh.
just sort of like a garnishy type thing.
I think
don't
it's
really know.
a salmon that, like, didn't moisturize. It got a sort of stress rash from work, and then it sort of stands over a pizza and has a scratch.
Oh,
And-
come on now. Let's not imagine some sort of prepubescent or pubescent salmon man.
Yeah.
Salmon.
Some sort of bringing salmon.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's not imagine some sort of pubescent salmon man. That's probably a good
I'm
idea.
not sure I could if I tried.
No. No, I would not eat the pubescent salmon man pizza or any of the
combination
therein.
yeah.
Yeah.
Build your perfect pizza. What do you like on your pizza?
I'd happily say, please can have all the meats. And when she says, do you mean everything? I would say, I mean all the meats.
All the meats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, maybe a few cheeses. Cheeses. Wouldn't mind the mushrooms. I wouldn't really order them, but
Yeah.
yeah, just all the meats and the cheese. I'd eat that.
I used to love, my favourite was from Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
And it was just their farmhouse pizza.
Pizza.
Their farmhouse. Their farmhouse pizza. Which was just some ham and a little bit of mushroom.
Oh, no, it's
Ham and mushroom, I thought was really nice. But now I like
That's a good combo.
mushroom and some kind of meat, or just a meat. Not too many meats, though, because then you get the Domino's poos.
That's true.
That's a sincere issue.
Although you're starting to think you've narrowed it down a little bit.
I did some
really?
science last night.
Yeah.
Did a little bit of science. Well, not last night, but I was discussing it with Peter last night.
Have you written a magazine article about it yet?
Well, I've got a dissertation in the works. I'll be defending my master's thesis soon, so I'll let you know how that goes. But I originally thought it was hashtag all the meats, but I'm thinking it might be hashtag all the cheeses,
Oh, really?
because Domino's have, on several occasions, to my knowledge, bragged about how cheap they're able to make their cheese to
Really?
buy wholesale, because they're doing something to it to make
got wood
reasonable
shavings.
pizza cheese, but really cheaply, like manufacture it really cheaply. Although they're not fucking passing those savings on to us for some reason.
Cheap as cheese.
Shouldn't be a phrase, that.
No.
Should never be a phrase. But obviously human beings aren't designed to consume dairy really anyway as adults, so you can build up a tolerance to it and enjoy the flavor, absolutely, but if you eat a lot of cheese, it's gonna repeat on you in some fashion.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be drinking something that comes out of a different animal, really.
Not really. I mean,
if-
it can be used in a lot of great ways, delicious
If there was some
ways,
nice,
but
tasty sort of breast milk cheese, I'm sure that would be fine to
I
put on a
don't want
pizza.
to think about that.
I do. I want to try that now.
No, let's
I'm
not
sure we
talk
wouldn't be
about it.
intolerant to that.
I've always wanted to try breast milk. If
Really?
anyone 5th of December to final
No, don't
chance
send,
to
don't send
breast milk.
breast milk.
Do not
send Michael some
send-
some SMA formula milk or something.
Yeah.
No breast
Cow and
milk.
gate.
No, but I've just noticed one of my Pikachu socks, one of them's really yellow and the other one's sort of grey.
Oh yeah, what's that? You left
What's
it in the
that
sun.
about?
Is one inside out?
That's a good question. Yes.
Great, we've solved
We've
it.
solved another mystery.
Another quick mystery.
We've solved that was a really quick one. Yeah, I think it's because usually when I get Domino's, I get it with stuffed crust. I get it
Yeah.
with like extra cheese on it
Oh,
and
you
stuff.
go out.
But when I went recently, I just got a standard pizza with a standard crust, and I had like no Domino's poos at all.
Oh, nice.
It was fine, and one of them had a reasonable amount of meat on it as well.
I think you need to repeat this experiment. Get the same order again.
Yeah.
And see if it happens. Because I think two is enough to get a good bit of scientific
Maybe
data.
get
there.
half and half. I know, but then if you just ate
Half a stuffed crust.
if you ate one of each and then just had diarrhea, that wouldn't narrow it down at all.
No,
That
it wouldn't.
make it even harder to work out.
It wouldn't. The thing is, that would be a good idea in a commit. If I was to commit to science that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I kind of like stuffed crust, and next time I go there, I'll probably get a stuffed crust.
Yeah, stuffed crust is good.
I like stuffed crust in practice, but I don't actually really like the Domino's stuffed crust. And I think the cheese is different in that
I think
stuffed
you're
crust.
right. It's like a weird herby cheese.
It's sort of herby and slightly rubbery.
Yeah.
Almost in
yeah,
a...
it's like cheese string kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of chewy in a kind of halloumi,
Chewy?
squeaky
Punchy.
cheese kind of way, but not in a... halloumi is a bit of a... It's almost like an upmarket thing to eat, isn't
Halloumi's
it?
lovely.
It's like a Waitrose thing.
Yeah,
But-
they sell it in Tesco now.
They do.
We're allowed to have it too.
Yeah.
Us down here in the gutter.
But yeah, it's like a squeaky cheese, but not halloumi
Right.
inside the crust. And maybe there's something in that, like, shoe soles or something.
Yeah, a little bit of
gives you the
rubber.
poops.
Something to fill out the non-dairy bits because
Yeah.
we only afford so much of it.
Breast milk,
Absolutely.
maybe.
Yeah.
No, none of that.
No.
Breast
Did
milk
I-
would be fine.
did
That'd
I-
be cruel if breast milk made children shit themselves. It's like, that's mother's milk.
Well, I think it kind of does, but only because they don't have anything solid. I think
Well,
baby
yeah.
poos are probably not very nice.
No, they're definitely not. I've only
I
seen
mean,
one.
they're not laying logs, are they? Let's be honest.
It's just
They're
milky,
not.
No.
milky green
I mean, no
stuff.
poos are very nice, but yeah,
No.
I imagine baby poos aren't great.
I don't know. There are some poos I'd take out for dinner.
Yeah,
There's some really good looking poos out there.
That's a
Yeah,
fine
snog,
looking
marry,
poo.
avoid,
Yeah,
Poos come in all shapes and sizes.
they
innit?
do. Your poos are beautiful, right? Did I tell
are.
you about the time that I once had enough of spending so much money on Domino's and
okay.
it just making me shit myself
yeah.
every time? And I told them. I said, like,
I know you were sat next to me
I
writing
got
the
like
complaint
I got
letter.
like food poisoning, I think,
Yeah.
from one of your pizzas. I don't know why, but it's just made me like it's really upset my stomach because it does that every time. And what are you going to do about it? And all I wanted was like, we're terribly sorry. Here's a voucher. But they were like, okay, well, we take these very seriously. We're going to send a man. Do you have any pizza left? We're going to send a man round to pick it up.
Yeah.
The guy
So he
comes in a
came round-
hazmat suit.
Well, I waited for like 2 days because they said, he'll be there between this time, and he never showed up. And I was like,
God.
what the fuck? What are you even doing?
What did that even prove? Like, if he arrives 2 or 3 days after you've eaten it, then it goes to some lab, allegedly, probably,
Yeah.
to be checked. If it's been sitting out for that long, it probably does have poo germs inside it.
I mean, I know that you make the most of that Domino's box. It's a perfect little human-sized litter tray.
Yeah.
I go in it. And you might as well if you've been eating out of it anyway, if it's
Yeah.
just going to go straight back in there. But then I had a very awkward exchange with the man who showed up. And I just sort of, he said, oh, so it upset your stomach,
Oh,
did it? And I was
don't
like,
say
I don't
that.
want to talk to you about this. I don't know you. Why do you know this?
I don't think you told me that he said that to you.
Yeah, he did.
God.
So I gave him hit. They went off, and then it was like 2 weeks later. Said we've run some tests and we couldn't find anything out of the ordinary. And I was like, right, well, Domino's is a very expensive treat.
Or maybe the
And-
problem is the ordinary
yeah,
Domino's.
maybe it's just the fact that it makes everyone shit themselves.
We can only find the usual laxatives in there. We don't know what's gone
There's
wrong.
There's only 4 or 5 traces of E. coli, and that's
that's within a
that's
healthy
a
limit.
base level. That's a pH balance right there.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, but like it's still I've been massively inconvenienced like by this.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, here's a 50% off voucher, and I was like, that was not fucking worth
Not
it
even
at all.
a free pizza.
Wasn't
Yeah.
worth it at all.
Here's a discounted shit in the future.
I've been massively incontinenced by this.
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly.
God.
Anyway, that was a tangent. What's your favourite pizza toppings?
Salmonella.
Yay!
Salmon flakes.
Salmon Rushdie.
Yeah.
That's a man. Maybe that's the salmon man.
Salmon Rushdie.
Salmon's Rushdying over to scratch himself. all
Rushdie
over.
sounds like the kind of guy who'd be flaking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rushdie.
he does. He's got I've got a bit of a Rushdie on my arm.
That's just Mr. Rushdie who sits on the bus and has a scratch.
I'm gonna make sure I got that name right. I'm not convinced to be
Yeah,
honest.
Salmon Rushdie, that's right.
That is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is
I
he?
don't know if you
The name
pronounce-
rings bells.
I want to say politician, but I don't.
Yeah,
know.
I think
Or
either
maybe
politician
author.
or member of the clergy. I can't remember which.
That's the kind of
Oh,
name
he
that would
is
get you bullied at
a
school.
writer.
A writer.
He's a British Indian novelist and essayist.
Oh,
Nice.
There we go. That's him.
Salmon
done.
Rushdie.
Salmon Rushdie. Good name.
Michael, favourite topping? I've said all the meats and a bit of cheese.
You've had pizza since you made the switch to veganism?
Yeah, I have, yeah. I just like courgette. is nice, surprisingly nice. If you do it like just like really kind of crispy, it's quite nice.
I can imagine it's nice crispy, yeah.
Yeah.
I like courgette. It's just a good veg.
Good fucking veg. Mushroom is a good solid one. Sweet corn, red onion. Asda does a vegan cheese that I really want to try. But it keeps selling out. They say it sells out within hours of them getting it in stock.
Sons of mothers.
I want cheese too, fuckers. I don't know. Oh, I like a bit of jalapenos as well. A bit of oil.
Yeah.
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
The Jalapenos Islands.
Yeah.
I went on my honeymoon there.
Oh,
to the Jalapenos Islands.
Yeah, they ate all the turtles, didn't they? That's what happened.
Sorry?
There's only a few giant tortoises left.
What?
You look genuinely concerned there, Ben.
Did you not know
Excuse
that's
me?
why the giant Jalapenos turtles are dying? Tortoises. No. You know the really big tortoises?
Yeah.
They're like endangered.
Yeah.
It's because they tasted so good.
Oh,
Okay, I didn't realise we'd made the transition to literally
To
talking
the
about the
actual
Galapagos
Islands.
I don't
You were
know.
still looking for the pun there.
Yeah,
something
I was
about
like, I'm
turtles.
sorry? Is that a known thing?
No, it's just a bit of
Delicious, spicy tortoise soup.
ecological fact there for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, now I feel bad.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
that's a good thing about tortoises, I guess. They come with their own bowl.
Is it
Can you
horrible
make
and quite
their own-
morbid that I'd quite like just a tortoise shell? Just somewhere.
Just
I wouldn't kill.
hat,
I wouldn't kill one. I wouldn't kill a tortoise for its shell.
Yeah.
But it would, like a really shiny, nice, polished tortoise shell. I think would just look really fancy
Yeah, and like, as a bowl, yeah.
as a bowl.
I feel weird
I've got
eating
to see
out
the
of that.
top though. No, I wouldn't eat out of it. Just like put your keys in it and stuff.
A dignified death for the tortoise. That's what you would have
I'm
wanted.
not going to kill the tortoise. The tortoise is already dead in this scenario. It's just like, what are you going to do
I
with
like
it?
Michael's idea of making a tortoise soup inside. Can you
Just
You don't
throw
even
it in
have
a
to
bowl.
remove
like
it.
boiling the bag
You
rice.
put, you put the whole tortoise into a pot, into the microwave, and it just
No.
becomes soup inside the shell. Then you crack it open.
All I can picture now is you just cramming its arms and legs
A
inside.
giant tortoise into a
I'm picturing,
small
you know
microwave.
how when you melt chocolate over hot water, you kind of place the bowl on the pan.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just do that with the tortoise. It's kind of cupped by the pan, so the water just kind of slowly
Its
boils it.
legs and head slowly sort of flop into the
fucking hell.
inside the shell
What, like spaghetti?
as they liquidate. Yeah, like spaghetti
God, this
bending into the bowl.
I don't like
the
this
worst
conversation. It's
tangent
really
ever.
graphic.
Yeah, I think I might go vegan after saying that.
Fucking hell.
That's a horrible thing.
Floppy tortoise soup.
Curious George, rest in peace.
Did we
like
make any fucking progress with this question, or are we ready to
We've
move
all
on?
talked
Can I
about
just continue to talk about the tortoise? Can-
Yes, okay.
Can it be like a creme brulee where it's got like a hard top that you crack through to get to the squishy innards?
Oh no.
I'm
But
done
it's
now.
very easy to cook wrong.
Oops, you've overdone it. It's collapsed.
Get another tortoise. Oh no, they're going extinct.
Do you think a tortoise shell goes soft when you warm it up? Because you can do that with sheep's horns. Here's another Yorkshire country
That's
fact.
good to know.
Yeah, you know, you can get like
Can you bend it into different shapes?
yeah, that's
and then it'll
literally what you
harden
can
again?
do. Yeah,
Oh,
if
weird.
you can get like walking sticks, and you see them sometimes they've got like horns on the top with like the handle, and if you just find a skull, which you sometimes do in fields,
or you take one for yourself.
or you take one for yourself, if you pop it in like an arga or like an oven, the horns,
sorry.
An arga.
an arga.
What?
Are you aware of what an arga is?
No fucking clue, mate.
What's an arga?
It's like an oven that's kind of always on. It's like a big, like a Victorian kind of range cooker, like a big,
okay.
you know.
Never heard of
What
it,
the
right,
fuck?
but I trust you.
You are just a fountain of knowledge.
I am.
Are you from this sort of millennium?
I don't remember. I can't remember being born in this millennium.
Okay.
I think I might have fallen through some kind of hole and came out the other side.
Right.
And now it's the 21st century.
Just in time for Spyro.
How do you
Yeah.
spell? Oh no, I really want to see this now.
Arga.
Arga. Sorry.
AGA, single.
Oh, agar.
Agar?
No, I'm joking. I have no idea what you're
Oh, a
talking about.
gaim.
Because I like this sounds interesting. I want to see this.
Yeah.
I want a agar.
Oh, it's like okay. I see what you mean. It's just kind of like
Let me see.
it's
Okay.
just looks like an old oven.
Yeah, but they're kind of, that looks metal in the picture, but they're sort of ceramic
Oh, fancy.
Where everybody brings agar along
to cook a sheep.
a sheep's horns.
Anyway, you
Yeah.
stick a sheep's skull in the arga, his horns
Yeah.
go soft, and you can stick them on a fucking walking stick. The
Right.
end. So yes, I would eat that pizza. No, I wouldn't.
No.
No.
I forgot
What are we talking about again?
Help?
They did then go on to ask if we've ever complained at a restaurant, but I think it's time to move on.
I
think
complained at the
tangents-
restaurant when a sheep's horn arrived on the table that had been left in the arga.
Well, my tortoise's limbs were all sort of flopping around, and I didn't really
Yeah.
want to go near it.
No.
I'm not the kind of person who could complain at a restaurant. You could serve me the most wrong, disgusting thing
I'm not very good
I'll
at
eat
that.
it.
Oh. Well, yeah, I've been to Wetherspoons a few times recently, and the chicken breasts that I order are just like rock solid.
And you've just eaten them and sort of grumbled.
It's like, well, it was £3, so
You get
I
halfway
suppose.
through and you're just so dehydrated. It's like, oh,
You don't have
God.
the energy to complain.
The chicken's reconstituting in my stomach. I'm more chicken than man now. Right, let's move on.
Wait,
Thing.
has only Peter done his thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
God help us.
How long have we been going for?
45 minutes.
Fuck off, have we?
Be quick. Well, I mean, we did have like 4 questions at the start. I know
We
they were
did,
short,
and the other
but-
questions are quite zoomy.
It's all right. Well, let's hear your thing, Ben, or a question.
Okay, all right, I've got a thing. So this is a plea. This is a call to arms. We talked about it for some reason, during the Miami Vice Worst Games Ever episode. When I was young,
Oh my God, yes.
I had an audio cassette tape. It was a Rosie and Jim story.
Oh.
The Rosie and Jim story in question took a very dark and sinister twist, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was called and where. I don't know where to find it now. I gave it a cursory Google. I don't even know what the keywords are because it's so obscure. So it was a cassette tape with an audiobook. It had the voice actors on it and everything.
Fizzgog.
From Fizzgog and so on. Rosie and Jim, rest in peace. And Rosie and Jim. And the basic gist of the story was, it was them and Duck on the ragdoll, the old ragdoll.
The old ragdoll,
Which is, not the new ragdoll, the old ragdoll, which is their canal boat. And there was some kind of monster or being that was, I think, kind of stalking them, and they weren't really sure why. And it was represented in audio form by noise, and every time that would happen, they would panic and say, "What was that? Did you hear that?" And one by one, characters would just disappear from the boat.
I hate it.
And I think they were in this long tunnel in the dark, and they were trying to cheer themselves up and keep themselves happy by singing a song. And they sang a song together, and then halfway through it, we could just go, and then one of them stopped singing.
Oh my
And it was just
God.
Rosie left on her own
Singing
on
by
the boat,
herself.
singing by herself, sort
the
of sobbing, trying to be happy again. I can't remember the outcome. I can't remember the resolution.
Are you okay?
I know it exists.
I think this is some kind of Candle Cove, like, creepypasta that
No,
only you...
I remember listening to it in the bath. I know it exists.
No, I mean,
I
I'm
know
not-
it exists.
No, I'm not suggesting that it's fictional and it's been written about on the internet. I'm saying that only you experienced this.
No.
This did happen to you, but because some sort of fucking ghost was inside your
The ghost
player.
inside my cassette player.
Yeah.
Thing is, it was a very non-threatening ghost monster, and it was just like a zzz, like a fun, silly
that's
noise.
weird.
And it would just like they all just started disappearing. I can't remember what it was called. That's the thing. And I'm
Please.
hoping that someone out there will have heard this as a child. And I don't know if my parents still have the cassette tapes. I might have a look next time I'm there, because if I can find it, I will record a bit of it and post about it.
Need to hear
But
this.
I forgot. I've clearly spoken to you about it in the past
Couple of
because you
times.
brought it
you've,
up.
You've talked to me about it as well, so it's clearly prevailing in the brain.
There's something there, right?
Yeah.
It can't be something I've imagined. It has to be real, and I don't know what it's
it
called.
has to be real.
And
it
I know
will
that
be
my
real.
mum listens to this podcast as well, so maybe she knows. Maybe
Yeah.
she remembers. And my sister, Rosie, listens to this podcast
shit.
too, so she might have listened to it
You
as
did
well
have
at
a
some
brother,
point.
Jim, but he went into
Jim
the tunnel.
disappeared.
Maybe
and
it's
he's
like,
gone.
Maybe it's like The Ring, where when you listen, you'll find the tape again, listen to it, and your family slowly start disappearing.
Oh my god, it could be.
Yeah, that'd
well,
be
now I'm
spooky.
scared. Now I don't want to go near
Yeah,
it.
don't look for trash.
But yeah, it was a very shorter thing, but I just wanted to put that out there and just see if anybody else has heard of this Rosie and Jim story.
Please, everyone.
Because it was
find
like
it.
weirdly
dark.
Yeah, no, it sounds really horrifying. Because especially since it was an audio tape, your brain does all the work for
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
you
like the
can imagine
fucking
the
Woman
monster.
in Black stage play again, where they're just, oh god, awful.
you. Is this where your fear of the spoopy came from? Just
Oh, probably
Maybe.
just a childhood of merry mix-ups.
no, very mix-ups.
But yeah, that's it. Let
That'd
me
be
know.
a good name for a sweet shop. Merry mix-ups.
Merry mix-ups. Yeah, or some sort of Cadbury's Wonka treat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Please
that's
find it. Do what you can. You guys might be able to think of better ways than us of trying to track that down. I don't know if there's some sort of
Put up
bizarre archive
posters in your
somewhere.
neighborhood
Yeah.
saying wanted Rosie and Jim tape with weird noise and disappearing characters.
Yeah. Well, all I can find when I search for cassette tape is just the list of the VHSs that were
Yeah,
released. I
Google
can't
thinks
find
it's-
any audio books around, so I don't know.
That's sad.
I don't know, but it's a mystery, and it's a mystery I want solved. If you've at least heard of it, let me know.
Confirm that it exists.
Put them to rest.
That would be nice. Okay, there we go. Right, a couple of questions very quickly before we go on to Mikey. Steph, at Derrylayer on Twitter. Podcast question. In Worst Games Ever, you often make references to catchphrases used by a certain breaker of boundaries. Do you enjoy these videos? Sometimes it's hard to tell what is affectionate sarcasm and what is just sarcasm.
What's his username? It's
She says.
Yeah, she says.
I
He says, he
love
says.
his videos. I think they're fucking brilliant.
Me too.
I know, they're good
It's
videos.
we're just knowingly using his catchphrase because we're just being silly billies.
It's just fun. I mean, that's if you start using a catchphrase, whoever you are on YouTube, there's a risk that people are just going to start quoting you, and
Well, we
that
basically
catchphrase
take the
is never
camera
going to leave you.
anywhere we want, and find new
some
secrets and discoveries in some of our favorite games. But he says it faster and faster each time, which is why we sort of slur. No, huge fan of his channel. If you're unfamiliar, it's called Boundary Break, is his main series, and he basically takes the camera anywhere he wants,
Puts it anywhere he wants.
finds new secrets and discoveries in some of our favorite games.
Yeah.
And he just goes through boundaries and such.
I have a problem though with that, is that sometimes I do it in a slightly higher voice than my own. Not that he
Right.
really has a particularly high voice.
He's got an accent, hasn't he?
He's sort
It's
of
quite nice.
sing song and happy, and I sort of go, "Hey guys," but then I sort of go, "Welcome to my tutorial page." And I become Alan Tutorial, the weird guy who collects his own piss.
Here's how you crack a can.
Here's how you pick up a chair off the floor. And, oh, hey guys.
Hi.
Thanks for subscribing to my YouTube page. Tutorial.
Such a good channel, though.
It
I
is
love
good.
that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right, another question. You guys ready?
Yeah, boy.
Here we go. Bo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Let's do a scroll. This is a 3-in-1 Mama Jam.
Oh, shit.
There's one for each of us. Will Mikey's new job be more behind-the-scenes stuff with his editing background, or is he more comfortable on camera now to pursue more ventures in that area?
I can't say for certain about the job yet, but it is a behind-the-scenes role, essentially doing more, camera and editing and all that kind of production stuff, which I think I'm more apt for. But don't worry, I'll still be out and about. I'm going to live stream, obviously, with Vidiots, and I'll still do stupid shit on the internet. I can't escape that now. That is my life, and it has been my life for the last 13 or so years.
That's what you've got to continue doing. A long legacy.
Never stop the Parrot Boy thing.
Parrot Boy train.
So, I'll be taking a step back per se, but don't worry, a step back pussy. But
Step back, but step pussy.
But I'll still be
You'll still be
lurking
involved in
around
this,
the
though,
shadows.
right?
Yeah,
Everything
exactly, yeah.
Vidiots, you'll still be
Yeah,
involved
you get a
in.
podcast and a stream probably once a week. So
Yeah.
He's not going we're not letting him go anywhere.
No.
Help me. They
No.
won't let me go.
Peter,
Yes.
who has been your favourite member of the Walrus clan?
Oh,
I didn't say of the Vidiots.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that. We get questions like that, and I'm just like, I can't be asked because it's an easy option. It's nobody. Everybody here is awful.
Yeah.
I mean, excluding, obviously, Billy Ray Walrus himself will always be our one and only boy.
Yeah.
He's our lad.
He will always be our Walrus.
Yes, be our Walrus.
I enjoyed that one.
Very good.
Thank you.
But in terms of all the other members that have come to join us, I think I do like the recent edition of Scandal Penguin.
Yeah, it's
Penguin is a
simple
good
but
one.
effective.
It's very simple
Yes.
but effective. I think I was blown away by the work that had been put into Billy Ray Dolrus.
Yes.
Articulated with
yeah.
head plugs and
Individually, like each hair strand was put in individually, which is fucking bonkers.
yeah.
So many accessories that we just haven't been able to use
Oh my god,
either
yeah, the
because
accessories.
he's
and
in
obviously,
such regular rotation that he doesn't have a chance to sit down at like a drum kit or whatever it is that he's got with it.
and I sort of take for granted at this point that is a walrus head on a human body.
Yes.
It sort of
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like, well, that's what he looks like. But no, it's not.
It's a monster.
It's a Frankenstein's monster. However, I think my one true favourite
know
outside
what
of
you're gonna
Billy Ray
say.
himself is Billy Clay Walrus.
Yeah,
Billy
he's such
Clay
a good boy.
Walrus
It's
is
just
a unit.
an absolute work of
A
art.
masterpiece.
And the paint as well. We were sent a photo when he was a work in progress, and he was just brown clay. And even that, we were like, "Fuck! Someone's made like a clay statue." Then he turned up in the post, and he's been painted and
Yeah.
textured like a real life sea mammal on a little
Fucking
wooden
insane.
plinth.
So I like the way his fins wrap around the wooden bit.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He's just the best ever.
It's
The
incredible. But we should also say a big thank you to our Etsy creation of Hope Destiny Walrus.
Oh, yeah.
We've also got
Oh, of course.
Fully customized.
Hannah Manatee. Was it Manatee Montana? Hannity Montana? Something like that.
Hannity, Montana, I
Hannity,
think.
Montana.
Oh, we got the fucking walrus onesie.
Yeah, the walrus onesie.
What's the sister called?
Noah Walrus.
Noah's good because she can hold the game.
She is great. We've got Crochet Walrus, Walrus.
Walrus, they're cute.
Fish Walrus.
Yeah.
Billy Saurus or something. Billy Saurus or something. Billy Ray Saurus, I think.
Billy Ray Saurus. And then there's the pirate one, Billy R.
Billy
Saurus.
R. Walrus.
The walrus.
Keeps
Yeah.
nearly
God,
stabbing
there's so
me every
many.
time we do a possum tat.
We've had some incredible submissions this year that
We have.
we're extremely grateful for. And they will not, as I think that we hopefully addressed in the video, then none of them are going to be just binned.
No, of course
We
not.
can't take every single one of them with us, but the ones that don't come with us will be split between us and like looked after and homed. So
Yeah,
don't
when you
worry
say we
about
can't
it.
take them with us, you mean to future work.
Future workplace, yeah, because
But
we
the
can't
ones-
roll up with like 50 stuffed
Yeah.
toys.
Here
like,
with cuddly
this
toys."
is our place now.
Yeah.
It belongs to the walrus.
So the ones that don't come with us in that respect will come with us divvied amongst the three
Yeah,
of us.
we'll live
to go
live
home.
in our respective homes,
Yeah.
and we will treasure them forever. They're not going anywhere, so don't worry about that. A third question for me,
Oh, shit.
and it always feels weird to read this because it's quite flattering. So
Yeah.
do bear with me.
Right.
Does Ben get offers a lot of voiceover jobs? This is from Mark. Oh, and sorry, I don't think I read the name of any of those people. Thomas Broomstick Jones at T Broomy asked about Mikey.
Hey.
Hanson Long asked you.
Yeah.
And this is from that Mark, Captain at Cupped Tickle Fight on Twitter. Capped Tickle Fight. Does Ben get a lot of voiceover job offers? Not to sound creepy, but he has very soothing vocals. Oh, that's very nice. Well, that's the thing, right? Because I can't really chase up a lot of voiceover work while I'm working full time doing stuff with my voice anyway, because it just takes a lot of time. I can't really be asked in my spare time. But if you go to I think it's is it benpottavo.wordpress.com?
I don't know.
believe
Yeah, it's your
in
website.
it's in my Twitter link. If you want to go through there, you can like I did last Christmas. You could, for a very small amount of money, I'll happily like read a something or say something, record
Make
something
Ben
for
say
you.
something racist.
I won't say something racist, but if you want like a Christmas message recording, I'll happily do that, and you know it's make a wonderful gift or something. I don't know, but just yes, if you that's just a cheap plug.
Yeah.
Basically,
Go for it.
I'd like to buy some pizza. So
So you can
You'd like to buy it, yeah. It's because you've been trying to finish a book and you just can't get through it.
yeah.
So
Exactly. It's the only way I can make myself regular.
Yeah.
Again. Michael, have you thought of a thing?
I just wanted to talk about the process of moving, I guess, because that's been my life for the
yeah.
last couple of weeks, essentially. The process of, finding a flat, for starters, is fucking horrendous in Bristol. Literally, it would be a case of I'd be on my way, like, it'd be the morning of viewing a property, and I'd get a call like, hey, it's taken. And that would happen every day.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, fuck.
that's the thing, it's not so much like there's always stuff advertised, but the moment that you want to see it, that's the hard bit because
Yeah.
it just goes immediately.
Like, yeah, admittedly, there is a plethora of properties, but it's just so competitive. That stuff goes so quickly.
Yes, yeah.
And it's not nice when, oh, well, this looks really nice. Yeah, we'll view this. Oh, no, it's gone.
Gone.
Never mind.
Someone saw it earlier. Bye.
Because it kind of then makes you, the moment you see one that's like fine, you're just like, oh, I'll take it. I guess I'll take it.
Yeah, because admittedly, we've kind of settled with our new place. It's bloody lovely, but like we know there's better stuff out there.
Yeah.
But fuck it. One of my flatmates was saying when he was like first looking around in Bristol, he was on the train to a viewing, and he got a call on that train saying it had been taken. So he was like,
Oh,
fuck.
Jesus, that sucks.
I was when I first moved to Bristol, I took a fairly big leap. It wasn't quite the same as like a normal viewing. It was like people looking for a flatmate. I flew from Newcastle to Bristol just to view one flat.
God, imagine if that had gone. But back then, you wouldn't have known like how fast the turnaround was.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously,
turnover.
I was aware Bristol's fucking horrible for finding a flat, but thankfully I was able to message them like, "Hey, I'm flying down for this. Can you please just wait until I've seen it before you make any decisions?" Thankfully, I just like, weaseled my way in, and I got the place, which was a big
Nice.
relief.
Awesome.
Then I got to spend a month and a half dealing with fucking letting agents.
You did. Because
for
letting agents are awful.
Yeah.
For some reason, they did not want my money, no matter what. I can't remember like the specifics of why they were having trouble, accepting me for the tenancy. But at one point they said, "Oh, you'll have to pay 6 months rent up front for us to consider you." I was like, "What the fuck?
Wow.
6 months rent?"
Yeah, that's stupid.
And even then, I said, "Okay, fine. I've scrabbled together the money. I'll make it happen." We're still not sure. It's like,
Jesus.
and then eventually went back on the word, and after like 2 months of fiddling, I got the place. But that's fine.
That's insane.
Yeah. But like, so this is my first unfurnished place, which I think you both had unfurnished places in Bristol.
I
Or
didn't.
have.
Yeah,
No,
I did.
Mine was like part furnished.
Oh,
or,
sweet.
Or mostly furnished.
Yeah,
Moving out of a furnished place is
I'm
fun.
not looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This place came with 2 bar stools.
Oh,
Is that it?
Yeah, that was it.
wow.
So everything else is like bought or brought in from elsewhere, and just moving is not fun at the best of times. And now I'm just like, I can never leave this place.
Yeah.
I cannot be asked. I don't know, like, have fun moving out then.
Yay! Well, I've got to put my stuff into storage first because that's the nature of moving all your shit somewhere if you don't have a
Yeah.
place to go just yet.
The
Oh,
renting
God.
generation.
Yeah, boy. I love, yeah, that's the weird thing about this whole generation now. Nothing's secure. There's no such thing as like a stable job that you can rely on for the rest of your life. There's no homes, well, very few homes now because everyone can't afford to put down a deposit.
Yeah.
So everyone's just kind of like, cool, we'll live year to year and see what happens, which is weird.
Yeah.
I'm desperate. Like the next move for me and my girlfriend is to just, if we can, like get a deposit together and just get on the ladder. Because then once you're there, it's like, okay, well now we have somewhere
Security.
to live, you know, until we find somewhere else. We don't have to worry about contracts and shit. On the other hand, then you have to look after that building.
Yeah,
and I
you
can't
do.
just like ring a landlord and be like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's broken.
there's a problem.
You
Come
can get
fix
your own
this."
white goods as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know,
fuck.
all that. So,
Oh yeah, once you commit to white goods, that's official.
yeah.
Like
thing.
sofas and stuff and TV stands, fine. That's fun in games. But white goods, fuck me.
So it's
Yeah.
not
That's when you
exactly
know you've
a
made it.
big win, but you know, if we can do it, then at least, God, yeah. Just the state of letting agents are they're
Money
just the
grubbing
worst
fuckers.
kind of people.
They are.
I'm sure there are some nice ones, but God help
I
us.
haven't met any yet.
Yeah,
I-
me neither.
They always used, apart from Michael's situation, in my experience, they've always bent over backwards to like really help you get into the property. And
Oh,
then when
yeah.
you're leaving it, they're fucking tyrants.
Yeah, they want to keep all your deposit.
Yeah.
I think I paid about $1,000 in fees just to move into my flat. Which, like, and that's not even deposit. That's just, oh, we've got to do a credit check.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do a reference check.
It's mad, and there's no way it costs them that much in manpower.
360 quid just to check my references. That's an email.
Yeah.
Just someone fills in some boxes.
It's insane.
It's insane.
Doesn't make any fucking sense, and I think they are clamping down on that.
yeah,
aren't
there's
they?
new laws
Well,
coming in soon.
They're
Yeah.
supposed to be making it illegal for most of those sorts of fees, but the problem is that probably most letting agents will just start calling it something else, and
Yeah.
they'll say, "Okay, we don't need £1,000 worth of admin fees. However, we do actually need like £1,000 worth of this special fee that is legal."
Yeah,
and then
it's because that's their money. That's where they get the money from. So like they need to do that. They'll find ways. The bastards.
Yeah.
Don't know why I ended on
awful.
such a serious and weird note, but I just moving's been all I've been able to think about and talk about for weeks now, and I just want to finally finish it off. I've moved
Yeah.
into my flat, got my furniture. It's all nice. I'm getting there.
You're nearly
Internet gets
done.
installed tomorrow. That's it. That's the finally fucking done.
he's back online. Great.
boy.
Back on the grid.
Are you okay there, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you sound all
Yeah, that's good.
speak.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Now, to
Very
the
muffled.
audience, it might sound like your head is completely
No.
inside something, but all it is you're holding the.
for honey in this beehive.
Yeah.
Sounds really good on Mike.
But you've actually just held the belt in front of your mouth, and that's it.
Smells like leather in here.
Yeah,
Delicious.
Oh, this honey is pretty spicy.
Ben, I
All
can't
sorts
open.
of spicy bites. all
Actually, to
over
be
my
fair, the
face.
3D print on that belt does look a bit honeycomby.
Yeah, it does.
It is.
You know, that's my favourite ice cream.
Honeycomb.
Okay.
Honeycomb.
Never even considered the thought of
Delicious.
honeycomb ice cream.
Just like
Peter just farted.
I would own up to it as well. You know,
Yeah.
my chair did a Michael. That's all. Ring the. There we
There
go.
we go.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank
Crispy,
you.
crunchy honeycomb.
I'm glad I
Ooh.
said earlier that I'm on a creaky chair, or no one would have believed me.
No one, not a single one. You really laid the groundwork there for your lie because
Yeah.
you knew you were going to
I
fart.
was preparing,
later.
like, yeah, I knew. In about an hour and 10 minutes.
I'm going to fart.
Yeah. I better just say, this chair's kind of creaky, isn't it?
Michael, we're glad you've managed to find a place and
Yeah.
you're in it now.
very
Congratulations.
Thanks.
I'm sure I will have some horror stories very soon
Oh,
about
yeah.
moving
Yeah.
out of Bristol, which will be happening in a couple of weeks' time.
Oh,
Hooray.
joy.
Okay, last question. This comes from Addy at 2Addy2United on Twitter. If you had to give up a limb,
Oh, fuck.
which would it be and why?
When we say limb, are we talking about the entire thing or like a bottom half of an arm? Or
I guess, like, from torso.
Can I have
Yeah, I
nubs?
think let's just say we got 4 limbs to
Oh,
work
fuck.
with. What would you lose?
Well, I would keep my left hand because I am left-handed.
Okay.
I would keep my right hand because I masturbate with it.
Oh, you're ambidextrous in that regard.
Oh,
are
shit.
I am. Yeah.
Magical.
Interesting. Well,
My
that's a
parents
genuine
watch
sex
this-
fact.
Left
listen
hand's
to
the
this
best.
podcast.
Left hand's best because then right hand mouse. That's
Oh
multitasking.
dear. Yeah, I mean, I suppose so.
Oh, the folly of a right-handed gentleman. You could do everything with that hand. Left hand's useless in that regard. Like, what can you do?
Left, right leg. I guess. I mean, I'm not. I was about to say in football I'm right-footed, but if I only had one leg,
What a weird thing to say. You don't play football.
I don't. But
If I were to,
but what I mean is,
Can't lose a leg. I can't play
if
football.
I have to lose a leg,
Peter
then,
Austin was a top prospect.
then my
Everybody loses
logic
a leg.
was, well, I guess on the occasion that I'm playing football, I'd rather be able to kick with my right leg. But then if I only had one leg,
It'd be more of a hop.
it doesn't make a difference, does
Right.
it? I can't think of any other sort of difference between the two legs. Can you?
No.
Oh, driving.
Oh.
Do you think there's like?
Oh, you can get specially
But again,
made
you would
cars.
just they'd just make a special
Yeah.
like. I don't think it would make as much of a difference like
I
which
think
leg you
right
had.
arm. So I'm left-handed, and I think I treasure being able to walk. I think right arm. Goodbye.
I
You'd lose
would-
an arm.
I would
whole
like
arm.
to have both of my hands, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Me too.
There's no lovely way to get out of this, but obviously there are many millions of very adaptable human beings.
Yeah.
I think prostheses have come a long way, haven't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
But even so, there's nothing quite like a
I
hand.
guess legs are the easiest ones to replicate because with an arm you've got the grippy shit, haven't you?
I suppose driving would be a bit of a fuck, but that's I'm assuming there are ways around that.
You get I wonder if you can control a car with like a gamepad or something. That'd be
Oh,
cool.
you definitely can, but you would crash a lot, I think. You'd go way too hard on that thing.
Probably not legal to just have someone driving with an Xbox controller.
They do drones with that in the army. These 360 controllers.
Well, yeah, they do,
they
but
do.
I don't think.
It's a bit different.
Yeah, you're not driving around like the middle of Bristol's town centre.
God.
No, I don't know. Like I would probably lose my left leg, maybe.
Yeah,
But
specifically your left.
Is there
yeah,
any
because then
preference
I
on,
can't play football either.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Between us, if we lost a left and a right leg each,
Yeah.
we
You
could.
could join together.
Yeah,
Join the
One
ultimate
really
football player.
powerful player.
two-legged race.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We wouldn't be able to do it. We'd be able to run at the Olympics though,
Yeah.
because we'd just have two legs. So it wouldn't be cheating, would
Yeah,
it?
well, it depends whether we're talking about whether we're allowing prosthesis. Because if we are, then you
yeah.
can obviously still
Yeah.
run at the Paralympics.
Of course, yeah.
But,
I'm going to say no prosthesis.
Yeah, I think probably. I think it's
okay.
part of the question, isn't it?
If you just have to survive without,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
a stick. You had a
Frankly,
cane.
I think what it comes down to is there are people who are in such a position and they are, as you say, a lot of them are very adaptable and
Yeah.
handle the situation incredibly well. And we are puny little white milk toast useless boys who are
Like
saying,
little milk bottle sweets.
who are saying, isn't it hard? Wouldn't it be hard and horrible? Oh, it sounds.
Yeah.
No, I'm not giving an answer to that question because it would be too
I don't
hard.
want to decide.
I think that we're allowed to speak about it from a purely hypothetical
Oh, yeah,
standpoint.
I'm not saying we're not.
And it's like the fucking fake boob hormone thing from the other week. I don't think we can be shamed for not wanting it. I,
I
think
never read
it's
the
okay
comments on
not
that.
to want
Did
it.
people have an issue
I
with
don't
Nobody
think so.
tweeted us about it.
No,
that's
I
a
think
shame.
we're
I was
alright.
upset.
Yeah.
You're upset.
Yeah, I
You
wanted
can-
us to start some shit.
You can get some boobs, Michael. You can do that if you want.
Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys next week with boobs
Nice, man. Good for you.
Great.
and my baby. To
Maybe
feed.
you can make your own cheese.
Yeah, that'd be good actually. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because vegan cheese is a bit expensive. It's not really nice, but I eat like a whole pack in a day, so I'm blitzing through my savings right now on cheese.
Right.
It's not good.
The cheese savings. Yeah. Well, that was a slightly difficult question to end with. I thought it would be more fun than that, but we ended up just being really politically
Before
correct,
we
and
end-
that's kind of boring, so never mind.
Can I
I
ask?
did both.
Can I ask how you stuck that turd on Miley Cyrus's face? It's been on the poster for like the entire recording now.
Blue tack, is it?
Spit.
Is it?
No, yeah, the fake poo is currently on a Miley Cyrus poster. Yeah, Miley.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana poster.
There we go.
I forget which one is the real girl.
like shit.
Yeah, the Hannah Montana poster. It's blue tack. There's blue
That's
tack
stuck on really well, considering
pushed
pictures
it
usually
really
fall down.
hard.
It looks
Yeah.
like a moustache.
It does. That was my intention.
Chocolate moustache.
Stalin.
Chocolate stash. Well, wonderful. Those are the questions for today.
I've got a question for all the audience.
Oh yeah. The
Okay,
final
let-
question.
Loosely linking into a throwaway thing
Can I
you
run
said
through
earlier.
the bullshit first to
Yeah,
make sure
go
they
for
don't
it.
turn it off? Because they want to hear this, right?
Oh, damn
they
right
want to
they
hear
do.
this.
It's a good
Yeah. Store.yorkscast.com. Go buy some merchandise, please. Thank you very much.
Thank
Use
you.
code Vidiots at checkout for 10% off everything in the store.
Yeah, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all /Vidiots official. One final very big thank you to the patrons who supported us this year.
Thanks,
Thank
Beans.
you so much.
Patreon doesn't exist anymore, but do stay tuned if you want to support us financially in the new year. Twitch subs will practically act exactly the same way.
Yeah, and merch.
And merchandise at This Is Rules Boss for any advice on rules. People have been asking if he's going to be going anywhere. Well, he may not be sort of our lifeline at Vidiots anymore, but he will certainly still be working at Rules Boss HQ, so we could put, if we need help, we can
Twitter
contact
account
him in the future.
will
So
still
the Twitter
exist.
account will certainly still exist. So if you got any questions about rules, just tweet him. He'll answer you. My iPhone keeps thinking I want to undo typing, even though I haven't done any typing, because iPhones are really good. At Billy Ray Bottress, for daily automated, very sad tweets.
They're getting sadder. Have you
Yeah.
changed it at all? Is
No,
it just
no.
naturally doing that?
I know. I haven't added anything to it since the beginning of the year. It's just
Fuck.
sort of got a really good sort of
AI behind
variety of things on it.
He seems to, although he does seem to say a lot, walrus son to Ben and Peter. He
does.
So
Yeah.
he basically says, I usually could have been a lot, and then some kind of positive adjective, and then son to Ben and Peter.
Yeah.
So
So I
he-
haven't changed that.
He just thinks he's the worst son in every possible way.
Bless him. bit.ly /Vidiots Discord.
Discord.
Not beach.
I was
Vidiots
gonna
Discord. If you want to go and join the community there and have a chat with people. And finally, leave us an iTunes review or a review /rating on your platform of choice. It helps us something about algorithms. Thank you.
Yes, helps with algorithm.
Helps us do algorithms.
It does. Alan Goritham.
Algorithm. Michael.
You mentioned earlier you like honeycomb ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm curious what everyone at home's favourite ice cream flavour is.
What are your guys' ice cream?
I used to be partial to a bit of pistachio gelato.
I'm a vanilla boy.
Yeah, I know you are.
As well, you know.
You cuck.
Yeah.
You fucking
I tell you what, though,
It's not
I
my
love
fault
vanilla
they
ice
have
cream.
it everywhere.
Like, good vanilla ice cream is so nice. Vanilla,
Yeah, like
it's
proper
a
good
shame
vanilla.
that it's like, people shit on it. But
'Cause
it's
it's-
actually, because it can be a really cheap flavour and people use it as just a synonym
default.
for default.
Yeah.
But actual vanilla is so fucking nice.
Proper vanilla, yeah.
I don't get the hate.
No.
Vanilla ice cream's really good.
I think there should be more hate in terms of like, oh, it's so basic. You can just sort of get dairy ice cream, can't you? Like
Can you?
Yeah,
certain
like clotted cream ice cream.
Yeah, it's
or
just
something.
basically kind of milky, creamy.
Sweetness.
It's just sugary, milky cream.
That
That's
sounds
all
quite
it
nice,
is.
actually.
You know what I think's
It's
overrated?
nice, but it's more basic than vanilla.
You'll agree.
Water
Yeah.
ice cream.
Water ice cream's terrible. Chocolate ice cream, I think, is actually not very good.
Oh, you fucker.
Because it's just, I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate anyway, and just standard chocolate ice cream, I think,
I
is
had-
worse than
I
standard
had
vanilla
Snickers
ice cream.
gelato once. It was so fucking
But that's the thing. If you go for the expensive range, brilliant.
Yeah,
but I think
basic, yeah.
I think chocolate ice cream on its own, without like things in it, I think that's quite dull.
My favourite ice cream of all, actually, is the Ben and Jerry's Baked Alaska, which doesn't
they don't do that anymore,
Doesn't
do
seem
they?
to exist.
Do they not?
No,
Fuck it.
It's like vanilla with white chocolate chunks in it. It's so good. It's just made for me.
Baked Alaska's so... I haven't had baked Alaska forever. That's good stuff, man. Anyway,
What a shame.
we should wrap this up. We've got to record another one of these tomorrow morning.
Oh, boy.
What are we going to talk about? Don't worry, we've already got questions from you.
Thank you.
And hopefully we won't need to do any more clarifying about the future of Vidiots.
Every week a new clarification.
Yeah.
Split over 10 parts.
So yeah, by the way,
saga.
we're hiring 6 new people, and we're also going to go and live on the moon.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
We need replacements if possible.
Yeah.
And
Send us your CV. Do not do
don't
that.
do
Oh,
that.
God,
We're not
please don't.
hiring. Stop it. We couldn't even afford,
3 people.
3 of us. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week for another episode of Podiots. There'll be a worst games this week on the channel. Probably a couple of, maybe a stream
bobs.
and a couple of other bits and bobs.
Boy.
So see you then. Take care. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.